Hello everyone! Welcome back to Troll Plays Valkyria Chronicles. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be playing a very large, very frustrating map. So normally I'd go through and deploy, or position all the units, but I already took care of that. It took a little bit of time to figure out. So here's what I am going with. I have Largo, Jan, and the tank, as well as Herbert in the first section. And in the second section, I have Rosie, Alicia, and my other two Lancers, Yoko and Elise. Now, the way I have it set up is not the fastest way to get an A rank, but luckily, the battle is very telegraphed, so as long as you don't do something dumb, and I'm going to try not to, it should only take, I think, 8 or 9 turns, at which point the rank will be an A. So, as long as you don't make any big mistakes and you're able to finish off the Batomus in one turn, everything should work out great. Now, this battle, the enemy turns take forever and not much really happens, so I'm most likely going to be cutting out enemy turns. So, if that happens, I'll let you know. If not, you will see the enemies slowly moving. It all depends on how long it wants to go. I don't want to break this up into 2 episodes if I don't have to, so I guess we will just begin.
You'll commence combat now. Stay sharp out there. That tank is our target. We have to stop it. Squad 7, move out!
So as you can see, there is a giant tank on the map. That is the Batomus. I don't know if that's the actual pronunciation, that's just how I pronounce it phonetically, so that is the enemy that I have to deal with. So the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to have Largo and Jan try to take out some of the turrets. Now, if I was trying to do a speed version of this battle, I would just ignore the turrets and do some fancy work with a sniper. I don't really want to deal with that, so I'm just going to be taking out the turrets and hoping for the best. Now, the speed method I was talking about doesn't kill the turrets for the sake of time, and rather than killing the turrets, it just kind of ignores them and hopes for the best. I don't feel that lucky, so I'm just going to do whatever damage I can to the turrets and be good with that. So that'll take up all of Largo CP. Hopefully he takes it out. If he doesn't, I'm going to be mad. Excellent. So that's one turret down. Now, each of the Lancers do have potentials and abilities that do increase their damage to tanks. Oh, that's not good, but whatever. And that is convenient because if it activates, I can take each turret down in 2 shots. Jan. I can take them down in 2 turns instead of 3. So, unfortunately, that didn't really activate. I don't know if he has Tank Slayer. I think he has Tank Killer, which increases accuracy. So he's only going to be able to do 2 damage anyway, or he would take 3 turns anyway. Where are you? There we go. Excellent.
Please stop that tank from
Cool.
breaking through.
Alright, so that's good. I need to use the rest of my command points to
My turn, okay?
do other things, so normally I'd like to move the tank into a more advantageous position, but unfortunately I have to spend the CP doing other things. Now, I don't think she'll be able to kill this guy, but I can at least take some damage so that when Rosie comes down to defend, she'll... Alright, never mind. Alicia's just gonna prove me wrong and kill that guy. No, I want to end the action. Okay. So I will select her again, take out that sniper, and then I'll have her move to that base. So there we go. Perfect. So now she can just run to the nearest base and take cover. Now it's important that all my guys are taking cover at all times pretty much, especially later on in the battle, because there's a crazy, ridiculous, unkillable lady that shows up, and if my guys aren't taking cover, then we are in trouble. So Rosie's gonna move over here, and she'll be able to defend that. Now it's always risky moving Rosie on these maps because she has desert allergy, which means when she's on the sand, if it activates, she takes damage every time she moves.
I'll give it a go.
So I'm just gonna have Herbert give these guys some of their stuff back, and then just kind of hang out. So that's going to be the end of my turn. I'm going to go ahead and skip the enemy phases just because early on they are very long and unnecessary. So I will see you guys right after the enemy moves its giant tank. Okay, so the Potomac moved. Those enemies moved a little bit closer. They shot at Yoko a little bit, but everything is fine. So basically this turn is going to be Elise and Yoko just trying to kill the turrets, doing as much as they can. I really wish some of those abilities would activate, but as long as they don't miss, I don't really care. Now, Elise is one of those units, yeah, that's tank killer, so accuracy is improved. So, Elise is one of those units that's pretty average, but she has a very solid hidden ability that makes her great in the later game. So having her around now is good. Knocking out that turret, excellent. And then once hidden abilities are starting to get unlocked, she will just get even better. So I'll move there. Excellent. Now, if Yoko can take out that other one, then life will be swell. Or at least do a little bit of damage. I'd be okay with that too. Oh, she's in a lot of crossfire, so I'll have her shoot once and then wait till next turn to do anything else. I'll let Rosie kind of whittle down that Shocktrooper in between turns, and then hopefully Largo can take out that other guy. Stop it! Stop it! Oh, God, that was dumb. That was dumb. Okay, so how about you, Jan? Let's see if you could do something. Alright, so get the medic.
Miss Medic!
Okay, so that turret might not be doable this round.
Largo, honey, no! Don't go!
Okay, so let's at least try to take a pot shot at one of these. Excellent.
Hit, please!
And now we're just gonna run to cover, because I don't want Jan to die as well. I might even have Herbert heal him, just for good measure. I will have to spend a command point. I'll send one here, so that Largo can't come back this turn. Brilliant. So, I guess Herbert's gonna heal him?
Yeah, got it.
And then that way he doesn't get shot down by the turret on its turn.
That feels great.
and that'll be good. So, I don't want to move my tank yet, so I am going to end my turn here. Okay, so the Lancer did not go where I want him to. He stayed up at the top, and that might prove to be a problem. But that's something I will have to deal with eventually. Now, during the enemy's turn, it brought up various ways to slow down the Batomas. Those are crucial because every time the Batomas breaks terrain that would slow it down, its radiators become exposed. And that's the opportunity that I need to go in and break it. Now, I do need to take them down in a specific order, and I believe it is the Batomas' left, back, and then right. It's, I don't remember if that's exactly what it is. I know the right one has to be last, but I think the other two are interchangeable. In any case, I need to start breaking down some of the blockades so that I can finish this map effectively. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit that, and then hopefully she can run to safety, or not. Or not. Camera controls are kind of a bitch. But that's fine, I guess. Now, Yoko's gonna have to take out the rest of the turret. And once that turret is down, or you can miss. I guess missing is okay too. This is just not going well for me. Okay, so...
Almost there. Come on, medic, get to work here.
Oh man, this is so bad. Okay, so I do need to take out that turret this turn though. So Yoko is gonna have to do some maneuvering. Okay. Now, actually hit it this time.
Take this.
Really? Really? Okay. So, Yoko's just going to be completely useless today.
Leave it to Aunt Yoko.
On the plus side, she still has one round left, and so I can take out this piece of the ruin wall, and that will be another thing that blocks the Batomas' path. Now I'm going to have her take cover here, briefly. Oh, that turret is going to be a problem. Okay, so... that's got... Okay. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to hit this turret. Excellent. Now that side is clear, which is good, which means I can maneuver my engineer however I see fit. And this turn, I'm just going to place him like so. I kind of want to see if Jan can get over there and knock out that... No, that's a stupid idea. I'm going to bring Largo back, and I'm going to grab Frisia, because I'm going to need someone with grenades, and I don't trust Herbert with all those turrets still alive, so for now, I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. Okay, so my reinforcements arrived, as well as the Batomas' radiators are now exposed. Now, I think because I got rid of both of the side turrets by the tank, I think Herbert might be able to go get that back turret. But I'm gonna try to take out that turret first, because if I can, I'd like to get that side done first, because it is the most dangerous later on. So... Yoko, don't fail me this time.
Here goes.
Excellent. So that side is also clear, which means I should be able to get it done reasonably effectively. Yoko is going to end up retreating because she is no longer needed. However, before she goes, I'm going to have her take out that. Oh, she's out of missiles. Never mind. So she's going to retreat. And I guess Largo is going to take out that one. Now, theoretically, I should not need that other one taken. But if the time comes, I do have the capabilities of getting the last one, if need be. I shouldn't need it, though. And he's just going to hide back here. And probably stay there for the rest of the battle. So, Rosie is going to have to run and hide. Let's see. Okay. So, you go this way.
We don't know what that thing's got. Be careful.
Excellent. And, you know what, you're just going to hide here. And we're going to call that good. She's available just in case, but I probably don't need her. Jan's not in a very good position right now. But, I'll just have to be okay with that. Frisia's going to go and knock out the first radiator. Oh, good, evasion boost, good. Damn it, come on. Okay.
They're headed that way.
So, run all the way up here. And now, all I need to do is take this grenade, lob it inside, and this radiator is taken care of. Now, the reason I want to take out this radiator first is because eventually very strong enemies, well, one particularly strong enemy comes in. And taking that one later on becomes very, very risky. So, with any luck, I don't have to worry about that. And I don't really know where to put her to keep her safe. So, I'll probably just have to have her run all the way back. And I do have Herbert for the other radiators, so it's not that big of a deal to just have her come in, do her thing, and then leave. Now, that guy, he's too far away to really hurt, but I can take a couple of shots at him before I inevitably flee. So, all in all, kind of productive turn. Not the best, but, you know, what can you do? So, with my last little bit of turn, I'm going to adjust my troop placement and hopefully take out that back turret. It's not absolutely essential, but if I can, I'd like to. Okay, now it should be at a low enough health where Jan can take out the rest of it. Now I need to make sure that I am not too far ahead, because if I'm too far ahead, the front cannon will be able to hit me, and that's pretty much death. Not only for the tank, but also for the battle, because from then on I would not possibly be able to get an A rank, which is really frustrating on this map, just because of how large and long it is. Excellent. So now, rather than hide where I normally do, I'm going to have him hide next to the tank, because the tank will be able to take anything that it can dish out. And now Herbert is going to move the same. And from here on out, Herbert will be my radiator destroyer. So, we'll call that good. And everyone seems to be where they need to be, so... Alright. Okay, so... as you can see, the Edelweiss took a lot of damage, both from the Batomus's cannon, as the back cannon, not the front one, and also the Lancer took out most of the treads, so that is not a good thing. I'm going to have to move the Edelweiss and spend my turn healing it, which isn't that big of a deal, but things could have gone better. Now, I need to keep the Batomus cannons in mind when I position myself. That should be good because I believe next turn he will take out some of the cover by the front. And now these guys will go ahead and follow. I really don't want to keep Jan around, but unfortunately he's there, which means he has to continue to follow, wasting my command points. So now that's the one nice thing about using an engineer to take care of the radiators, because he can also heal the tank if it takes any damage. So healing a tank, and you don't have to do treads and body separate, it just does both whenever you repair it. So that should be good. I do need to take out that Lancer though. He is becoming increasingly frustrating, and if he gets one good shot, I might just be dead in the water, so Alicia can just take care of him like so. Hopefully. Really? Really? Just when I was ready to continue your praises, Alicia, you just let me down a little bit. Let's shoot him again. Now I'm just gonna aim normal because any 2 shots will kill him. And good. That Lancer wasted 2 command points that I normally wouldn't want to spend, but I don't want to take any chances. I still get plenty of command points every round, so that's not a problem. And that'll be it. Now this next turn, I'm pretty sure he's just going to fire the gun, so I'm just going to keep everything rolling and not cut this part out, just so you guys see what happens when the Potomac fires its gun. He also likes to order all units attack every round, which is really effective when you only have 1 turret and your giant gun. Okay, so he fires a giant gun to get rid of the ruin wall, and the radiators become exposed. That's the entire thing of that turn, so that's perfectly fine. So now when the Potomac moves, it'll take that camp, and I believe that is when the enemies spawn. So I'm going to send Herbert to take the back radiator, and then fun things should happen.
Try to keep that front line strong.
Okay, so we'll toss this grenade in, like so.
Okay.
Perfect.
Firing.
So each of the characters has something about their personality, tries to make them a little bit unique. Herbert, his character is very, very lazy, so that's the whole thing behind his character. Or maybe they spawn right now. That would be irritating. Okay. So... oh yeah, they're already here. That's no good. Okay, so... alright, so I think this is a safe place to stop. By stop, I mean leave my units. But also... okay, that's fine. Okay, so... unfortunately, I have been recording for a long time now, so I'm going to go ahead and do a 2-part episode in this particular instance. So this is going to be the end of Part 1. Part 2, I'm going to try to go ahead and upload it the same day so that you still get the full experience, but you don't have to sit through one 40-minute episode. You'll get 2 roughly 20-minute episodes, which are a little bit easier to stomach, still a little bit longer than I'd like. So stick around for Part 2 if you're watching this and Part 2 hasn't come up yet. Otherwise, you can just go right to it. I'll put an annotation with Part 2 in right here. But that is going to be it for this part. If you like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you want to see more of our content. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. The links to those are in the description below. This is Lovable Troll. I will see you at part 2.